Hey guys, it's Allie here. I'm actually on my lunch break right now. So I'm gonna share with you what I just did today. Yoga, it's intermediate, a little more yang with it and a little more strengthening and stretching at the same time. I used to just sit at my desk through lunch, eating my lunch while I was working still. Didn't really give myself the time to unplug from whatever I was doing. And so I encourage you, if you have a space in your building or wherever you're at work, try to make a commitment to do a little something every day. So just have fun with it, do what you can, and grab your water, grab your mat, and let's get going. Alright guys, welcome to my 30-minute yoga flow. This flow is intermediate and advanced and will involve stability and strength training. Coming into mountain pose or Tadasana with your feet together or hip width apart, hands in prayer pose at your chest or open palms at your sides. Start to become aware of your body, your posture, and your breath. The kneecaps should line up above the ankles, the hips above the knees, the shoulders above the hips, and the head above the shoulders. Firming your thigh muscles, lifting the kneecaps, pressing the shoulder blades into your back. Imagine a long line of energy running all the way from the bottom of your feet to the crown of the head. Looking to the left, drop the chin to the shoulder and roll the head to the right, stopping at the right shoulder and reverse. Getting a nice stretch in the back and sides of the neck, the small spinal muscles, and the upper back. Making a fist with the right hand, place it on the right hip. Raise the left arm while pushing the hips to the left. The left arm reaches up and over, opening the chest slightly. Gaze up to the sky. Get a nice stretch in the left side body. Lower the arm and come to center. Reach up with the right arm and push the left fist into the left hip, sliding your hips over to the right. Open the chest slightly and gaze up, getting a nice stretch and lengthen in the right side body. Lower the right arm and let both arms down. Reaching behind the back with your right arm, grab the left elbow. The right ear drops to the right shoulder and look down to the floor, stretching the left shoulder and upper back, targeting the deltoid and trapezius muscle. Coming to neutral to switch, reach behind the back again with your left arm. This time grab the right elbow. The left ear drops to the left shoulder and look to the floor, stretching the right side shoulder and upper back. Breathe and allow the breath to help release any tension here. Good. Coming back to neutral, release the arms and sweep them up to the sky, then down to your sides. Coming to the top of your mat, bring the feet hip width apart and the hands into prayer pose at the chest. Inhale, sweep the arms up and look up. Exhale, sweep the arms down, diving into forward fold. Inhale, look halfway up with a flat back, fingertips on the floor or the legs. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, bend the knees and roll slowly up, one vertebrae at a time to standing. Sweeping the arms up with the hands in prayer. Exhale, hands down to the chest. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sweep them down, diving forward. Inhale, look up halfway with flat back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, bend the knees and roll slowly up to standing, one vertebrae at a time. The head comes last. Arms up to the sky into prayer. Exhale, the hands down to the chest. One last time, sweep the arms up, look up. Dive forward with a flat back. Look halfway up. Head comes down. This time stay here and start to alternate bending the knees. Bending the left knee, keep the right leg straight. The right hand stays on the mat and the left reaches up to the low back for a slight twist. Gaze up to the sky if you want. The option is to reach the left arm to the sky and stack the shoulders, feeling the stretch in the right glute. Lower the arm down, switching sides, bending the right knee, keeping the left leg straight. The left hand stays on the mat while the right reaches up to your lower back for a slight twist, gazing up to the sky if you'd like. The right arm could reach up to the sky if you want for a deeper twist, stacking the shoulders, feeling the stretch in the left glute, breathing deeply and making adjustments as you need. Lowering the arm to the floor in a forward fold, bend the knees and extend the legs back into plank, and then push into downward dog, lifting from the hips, pedaling the feet, stretching the hamstrings and the calves, flattening the back and driving the chest to the floor. Inhale, point the toes, draw the torso forward and roll into plank with the shoulders directly over the wrists. Exhale, let the hips draw the torso back into downward dog, warming the body up. Inhale, come forward again to plank, firming the shoulder blades against the back and away from the spine. Exhale, draw the hips back and up into down dog. Really warming the body here. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Every muscle is tight and engaged. Exhale, drop the knees this time to the floor with the tops of the feet under. The chest comes down and the hips come last. Inhale, the hands come to your sides and push up slightly, raising the upper back and torso. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up to the knees into tabletop. Tuck the toes under and draw the hips back into downward dog. Looking forward, walk the feet up between the hands into a forward fold. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, down. Inhale with a flat back and straight legs this time. Sweep the arms up to standing. Hands come together in prayer. Exhale the hands to heart. Starting over, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, flat back down. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, drop the head down. Bend the knees, extend the legs into plank, and push into down dog, driving the chest to the floor, drawing the elbows towards each other, feeling a stretch across the upper back and under the armpits. Inhale, point the toes, bring the torso forward to plank, rolling through. Moving to the right side, plant the right hand down or the right elbow, shift to the outer edge of the right foot, and bring the left arm up to the sky into side plank, lifting through that right side body, pushing the left hip up. Lower the arm when done and recenter. Move over to the left side, plant the left hand or elbow down, shift to the outer edge of the right foot and bring the right arm to the sky. Again, lifting through that side body, pulling the left hip high, breathing and holding. When done, lower the arm and recenter. Dropping the knees, lower the chest and the hips to the floor. Inhale, this time raise the hands, upper back and torso together off the floor. Hold it. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up onto the knees to tabletop, tucking the toes under, draw the hips back into downward dog, taking a moment to recenter yourself. Inhale, reach the left leg up to the sky behind you, squaring the hips and feeling the stretch in the standing leg. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest, tucking the head under, engaging the core. Inhale, reach the leg back up. We're going to do this a couple more times. Pull the knee in, working the core. This last time, plant the foot between the hands, rise up into a high lunge with the ball of the back foot planted. Arms are high and the hips squared. Lower the arms behind the back and clasp them into a bind, pulling, lifting the chin, leaning back slightly to open the chest. Hold and breathe here. Release the hands back up to the sky and bring them down to the floor, planting them firmly. Lift the left leg back up to the sky, and with it lifted, pull the torso into plank and go ahead and do Chaturanga Cobra or Upward Dog with the knees off the floor, whichever you like. Pull back into Down Dog. Switching sides, inhale, reach the right leg high behind you. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest, tucking the head under, working the core. Inhale, reach the leg back up. Exhale, pull the knee in. Inhale the leg back up. This last time, exhale, plant the foot between the hands, rise up into high lunge. Again, the ball of the back foot is planted, the arms are high and the hips are square. Lower the arms behind the back and clasp the hands again in a bind, pulling and lifting the chest and breathing. Release the hands back up to the sky and then bring them down to the floor, planting firmly on either side. Lift the left leg back up, and with it lifted, pull the torso into a plank. And go ahead and do your chaturanga with cobra, upward dog, whichever you prefer. Inhale, pull back down into down dog, and take a few breaths again to recenter. Coming into plank, lower the knees. This time, pull the hips back into a wide knee child's pose, letting the belly drop between the legs. The forehead rests on the floor and the arms are extended beyond the head. Take a moment here to breathe and send that breath energy to the lower back, letting it soften and release any tension there. You can leave the arms extended or bend them and let your hands rest on your upper back to get more stretch under the armpits and triceps if you want. If your arms are folded, go ahead and release the arms. Coming to hands and knees, tuck the toes under and let the lower belly and hips pull you back into downward dog. Inhale, extend the left leg high behind you and reach. Exhale the knee down. This time tap the right arm, tap the left arm, and reach it back up. Repeat this 3 times, keeping your breath. Engage the left oblique. And if you can't tap the arm, just go as far as you can. This last time, plant the left foot. Plant the right heel, rise up into Warrior One, facing the front of your mat with the arms high. The back toes point diagonally to the front, squaring the hips. Warrior advances, windmill the right arm forward with the left arm back and a flat back to hold. Rise back up to Warrior Two, facing the side of your mat, arms reaching in front and behind. Rest your left elbow on your right thigh, reaching up with the right and opening the chest and the right side body. Coming to center, drop the right hand to the back thigh this time, extending the left arm up, leaning back only slightly and stretching the left side body. Windmill the arms down to the floor to a lunge and pull that leg back into down dog. Inhale, extend the other leg high behind you and reach. Exhale the knee down. This time tap the left arm, right arm, then reach the leg back up. Repeat this 3 times, keeping your breath engaged and working the right oblique. This last time, go ahead, plant the right foot between the hands and the left heel. Plants 2. Rise into Warrior One, facing the front of your mat. The back toes are pointing diagonally to the front. The hips are squared with the right hip drawing back and the left rotating forward. Warrior advances, windmill the left arm forward, right arm back, and hold. Lean forward. Rise back up to Warrior Two, facing the side. Arms are out to the sides, gazing past your right hand. Rest your right elbow on the right thigh and extend the left arm up and over, rotating the chest and the left side body open. Coming back up, draw the left hand to the back thigh and extend the right arm up, leaning back only slightly to stretch the right side body from the hip. Windmill the arms down to the floor to a lunge and pull the right leg into a down dog again, and take a few breaths here to regroup. Now we're going to work on balance, so extend the left leg behind you and sweep it forward into a high lunge. Then into Warrior Two, facing the side of your mat, arms extended, drawing the energy up from the earth. We're going to move into Half Moon Pose, so stay sideways and shift all of your weight onto the left leg and reach the left arm to the floor or to a block while the right arm reaches high, raising the right leg parallel to the floor and rotating the torso open. You can gaze to the sky if you like, and the left knee, the standing leg, should stay soft without locking. Hold it and breathe. Keep that balance. You're almost there. Bring the right arm down to the floor for a brief standing splits, then bend the left leg, lower the right, and come into a high lunge, raising the arms. Then slowly step that right foot forward into mountain pose to meet the left. Sweeping the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, flat back down to forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, down. Inhale, step or hop the legs back into plank, and go ahead and chaturanga and do your flow so that you end up in down dog. Extending the right leg behind you, sweep it forward into a high lunge. Then into Warrior Two, facing the sides of your mat. Arms are extended and draw the energy up from the earth. We're moving into Half Moon from this side. So staying sideways, start to shift all of your weight onto the right leg and reach that right arm to the floor or to a block while the left arm reaches high. Raise the left leg parallel and rotate the torso open, gazing at the sky if you like. Again, that right knee on the standing leg should stay soft without locking. Holding and breathing here. Maintaining your balance, finding a drishti or focal point if you need it. Bringing the left arm down to the floor, square your hips and come into a brief standing splits. Bend the right leg, lower the left leg down and come up into a high lunge, raising the arms. Then step forward with the left foot into mountain pose. Sweeping the arms up, inhale, gaze up, exhale, flat back down, lowering into forward fold. Inhale, flat back up halfway, exhale down. Inhale, step or hop the legs back to plank and go ahead into your flow, ending in downward dog. Bending the knees, look between the hands and hop through the hands with the legs crossed into a seated boat pose. The legs can be bent or straightened with the feet in line with your gaze, hands reaching forward, keeping the back flat with a steady core. To challenge your balance, you can always reach the hands to the sides or extend them above the head. We're going to do some exercises here. So on the inhale, you're going to lower your body halfway down, and exhale, rise back up. For 1, 2, 3, 2 more, 4, and 5. Hold it. Arms out to the sides, almost done. Then go ahead and release. Hug your legs into your body and lengthen that spine up through from your seat all the way to the crown of your head and give your core a rest. Good job. Lowering down to the floor, get ready for a reclining twist. This will help re-energize the body. Cross the right leg over the left, using the left hand. Guide the legs to your left side. Extend your right arm out to the side and gaze at the ceiling. Focus on driving your right shoulder down into the floor so the twist comes out of your upper back rather than the lower back. You might feel a nice stretch in your right glute and IT band as well. We're decompressing the vertebrae with twists and really aiding in digestion, so Twisting is always good for you. Release the legs and recenter yourself on the mat to switch. Cross the left leg over the right and use the right hand to guide both legs to your right side this time. Extend the left arm out to the side, gazing to the ceiling, driving the left shoulder down into the floor. Remember to breathe. Release the legs and recenter yourself on the mat. And we're going to come into happy baby. So you'll pull the knees up into your chest and to the sides of your body and grab the outer edges of the feet. And there you'll feel a nice stretch in the hips and probably the lower back as well. To explore this pose more, you can push your feet into your hands while the hands pull down into the feet. And notice that you'll feel your tailbone sort of curls onto the floor when normally it would be floating high. Or you can rock side to side to massage the lower back. Or you might want to try extending one leg at a time to each side and exploring how the balance changes there and working with your core to stay centered. Releasing the legs, setting the feet down. Pull the heels towards your seat so that your fingertips touch them. Going into a bridge, we're going to tilt the pelvis towards you and start rolling up one vertebrae at a time, pushing the hips up to the sky, engaging the glutes and thighs. You can stay here or extend the left leg up to the sky with the foot flexed, driving the right heel down to help with the strength and stability of this pose. Breathing. Release, good job. Extend the right leg up to the sky, driving the left heel down. This is my least favorite pose because it's very hard for me, but all the more reason to do it, right? So just keep breathing before you release. Lowering the hips down to the floor if you need to release the lower back. You can do that at any time because we're going to go into bridge again. Roll the hips back up into bridge. This time clasp the hands behind the back and roll the shoulders under you. Push through the heels to drive the hips up even higher. Feel this work in your core, your low back, your glutes, thighs, and hips. A few more breaths, you're almost there. Good job. Go ahead, release the hands, lower down one vertebrae at a time, and pull the knees into the chest, rocking back and forth to help soften the lower back and any tension that may have caused. Coming into our final pose, Shavasana, for the last few moments so that you can feel the release of the hard work that you just did and relax. You're welcome to do traditional corpse pose on your back with your limbs extended out, or you can go up to a wall to do an inversion. To set up the inversion, you're going to tuck your seat up against the wall and raise your legs up on it. You can always use a towel underneath your lower back if you need a little booster. But we're really going to take this moment now to slow down, relax, and sink into stillness and allow any lactic acid to be released. Closing the eyes, start to breathe naturally. Allow the weight of the body to sink down a few levels into the floor. Notice if there's any tension left in the body and send your breath there. Notice the muscles in the face. Let the jaw relax. Let the tongue relax. And let the eyes roll back into your head. You are safe here to be and to just let go. If you're inverted, notice any tingling sensations in your legs or in your body. And if any of those sensations become uncomfortable, you can always lower the legs down and connect the soles of the feet and expand the knees out to the sides like a frog. Slowly start to bring your awareness back. You can wiggle the toes and the fingers or stretch the whole body out. And when you're ready, you can roll over to your right side into a fetal position and come up to a seat, but there's no rush. Either cross-legged or on your knees. Bringing the hands to prayer pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up, and exhale down. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me on this yoga lunch break. I hope you are able to continue your day feeling more rejuvenated and at peace. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more. I would love to hear your feedback as well in the comments section, so please leave any comments there.